Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited for today's video because we are talking about becoming the best version of ourselves and how to live out your luxury lifestyle on a budget. Hi, my name is Anaya Sierra and I create content on how to become the best version of yourself, how to glow up. And if you are interested in videos like this and you are on your self glow up journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I don't know if you guys can relate, but in my childhood, I never wanted to live out a simple life. Like, I always wanted things to be extra, over the top, or just have some type of luxury in my life. I never really desired to be Kardashian famous. I always wanted a luxurious life and something that just met my standards. There's nothing wrong with living a simple life, but that's why I want to talk about luxury today. Luxury is something that I feel like is super personalized and doesn't have to be the same for every single person. It's very personalized to what your definition of luxury is. Luxury for some people can be associated with cars, fashion, or just some level of fame, while for others it could be as simple as having fresh sheets or being able to cook your favorite meal at night, being able to have a slower, more intentional morning routine, being able to take care of yourself and have 5 minutes of just silence in the day. Before, I felt like luxury had something to do with sort of a hustle culture. It meant for me before just always feeling like you need to do more than necessary to achieve what you want out of life. But now I associate luxury with living a more simple, soft, and intentional life. It means being able to wake up and go to Pilates. It means being able to have a slow morning routine before I even start my day. It means being able to spend time with God in peace and quiet. It means being able to cook my favorite meals and go grocery shopping for them. Luxury now means just romanticizing my life and slowing down to appreciate those moments that I have instead of rushing back in the next 5 years and regretting everything, not knowing what really happened. Luxury can be so personalized, but I want to share with you guys some of the things that made my life feel a little bit more luxurious but kind of budget friendly basis. So I'm very curious to see what luxury means to you, so definitely let me know how you guys define luxury down in the comments below. So the first step I have to living out that luxury lifestyle is actually defining what luxury means to you. Going back to what I said before, you need to define what luxury means to you outside of social media, outside of what the media tells you to. For me right now, luxury means to sort of focus on my beauty maintenance. So that means getting my nails done, always keeping them maintained, by all means necessary. When I go on social media, I always see people going to the nail salon almost every week, every 2 weeks, and doing what they have to do, which is fine for them. That's what luxury means for them. But for me, that would mean doing it at home, learning how to do my nails, possibly picking up a new skill. It means taking the time to actually pour into myself. You have to determine what luxury means to you, so you're not wasting time, you're not wasting money on things that don't really even matter to you, pouring into yourself in the way that's not really beneficial to you. For example, I don't like to get my hair braided. It's not that I don't like the style, it's just I can't sit in the chair for hours. I'm so miserable doing it and I just regret the entire process. But instead, I'll stick to something a little bit more simple, like a sewing that only takes 2 hours to do. Luxury is about doing something that doesn't feel like a task, instead just really enjoying the entire process of it. Of course, yes, you like the results, but you also want to enjoy what you're doing. It needs to add to your life more than take away from it. And if you're anything like me, like you like the protective style, you want to take care of your hair, but at the end of the day, I'm just not willing to spend a whole bunch of money sitting in a chair. That money can go towards something else. It may cost the same to get braids and to get a sew-in, but at the end of the day, I like the process of a sew-in more. I look forward to doing that more. So it's all about defining what luxury means to you and what you're willing to do. Luxury, for example, could also mean investing in nice decor for your room. And I know a lot of people spend time in their room. If you're anything like me, it's about making your environment feel super curated to your liking, creating a space that you just feel comfortable in and that you want to be in. When talking about luxury, it's also about where you decide to just put your money in. That is why it's so important to just define what luxury means to you, because if not, you're gonna start putting your money and start doing things that don't really feel true to you at the end of the day, and it's like you're pouring into yourself not to your fullest potential. You're not really reaping the benefits of that activity because it's not something that you're even sure about. So it's all about defining what luxury means to you. We all at the end of the day have different interests, different likings, so it's about investing in which one is best for you. The next step I have is actually to switch out your mindset, and this is so important because I think a lot of people look at things superficially and we don't go internally to be aware of what you're feeding your mind. You have to change your mindset when it comes to luxury. In the beginning of the video, I was saying how luxury for me at first was associated with hustle culture, and now it's more associated with a softer life, which again doesn't have to mean the same thing for everyone. But universally, it also doesn't mean to keep yourself in a box and not expand your mindset, nor see the investment for yourself in other areas of your life. It's about about setting priorities and adding to your lifestyle. Being able to also love yourself. I feel like luxury also is very associated with self-love. When this comes to mindset, I think a lot of people kind of tell themselves that they don't deserve it, that it's not worth it, that that's not a priority, that they're too poor or they're too broke, or it doesn't fit within their financial means, or it doesn't meet their income. And I think it's super important to be honest with yourself, because you don't want to live a life that is just way outside of your means financially to the point where you're actually going broke. But like I said, that's why luxury is personalized. It's about knowing when the time does come, you're definitely gonna do that. But it's also knowing that you're not gonna wait 1,000 years to try to even achieve those things. It's about knowing what's serving you in that moment. And luxury changes at all different times of our life. What luxury meant to me when I was 5 years old is not gonna be the same thing when I'm 30 years old. Things may be just a little bit more simple, but being able to appreciate what you have and romanticizing your lifestyle and the things that you're just able to do. If something is out of budget, see, I don't even like saying that. But if something doesn't fit your category of luxury at that current moment, it's as simple as just telling yourself that this doesn't fit me right now. This doesn't serve me at this current moment. Not, I can't just afford this. Like, you see where the mindset is different? Like, by you saying to yourself, I just can't do it, that just takes yourself out of the equation already. For example, if you like going out to eat, you like going out to restaurants, but that's not something that doesn't serve you at that current moment, you don't tell yourself that I can't afford it. You don't sit there feeling sorry for yourself. What you can say instead of that is just that right now going out to eat doesn't serve me. What I can do is go to the grocery store, find a nice meal that I love to cook, kind of romanticize your evenings, romanticizing having a nice dinner at home. You can set up a group dinner with your friends. You guys can spend time cooking together and creating a nice meal. And when you go to cook, make sure your meal matches what you would typically see if you were to go to a restaurant. Maybe take the extra time of making your plate look pretty. When I like to cook, that's literally the only reason why I like to cook, is because I love the aesthetic. I feel like that's a great way to pick up on a new skill and just make the best of the situation. Now, if you were to just say, oh, I just can't afford to go out to eat, and you just come home and do nothing, well, see, then that's on you, and that's where the mindset shift comes in. If you like going out to get facials, you love going to the spa, maybe look up on TikTok of different items that you can buy so that you can do that at home. See, I feel like when you make the best out of your situation, things that may have even seemed luxury that you learn to do at home, you may find that enjoyable, and that may be a whole new hobby that you picked up on. That's why I say it's so important to change your mindset, because you truly do not know what can come out of you just making the best of your situation. If you learn to cook at home, or you learn to do facials, and that's something that truly starts to give you purpose, or something that you truly love to do, then that can be something that you even want to invest in and take further. That can be something that becomes part of your job of giving back to even other people. So it's all about your mindset shift. Next, I have changing your environment. Now, when you start to have an abundance mindset and you start to understand that you can have everything and that you can live out a luxurious life, this is where you start to change your surroundings. This is where you start to analyze your environment. Like, I feel like this is key to living a luxury life that fits your needs, that fits your lifestyle. I think a lot of people daydream about their luxury lifestyle, and they kind of think about things in the future. The things that they truly desire, they don't really take the steps to get there, and they're very complacent. Some people may think that they're not ready or not qualified to step into these places, to step into these opportunities, to live out a certain lifestyle. It may be about money. I think luxury is very money based for a lot of people, and I think because they don't have a lot of money, they don't feel as though they are ready to step into these places or even put themselves in a room. But I think it's so important just be in those rooms, because although you may not feel ready, doesn't mean you aren't ready. This doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money to be in certain places at all. This doesn't mean that every time you go somewhere you have to drop a bag. It's just putting yourself in that environment. For example, as a college student, I feel like when I'm doing my work and I'm going to study, I can do two things. I can go to a library where I know a whole bunch of college kids are stressed out. They're crying over finals, which is typically normal. They're not really taking care of themselves the best way they know how, just because college can be a lot. Or my other option can be going to a super nice coffee shop. Going to a coffee shop in a nice neighborhood, in a nice environment, where I'm around people who already achieved the type of lifestyle that I already want. Where I see people that motivate me to keep going, to do better. When I see people have just a different energy about them and around them. I don't need to achieve my dream job that I would get out of college in order to put myself in that environment. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people my age just don't see the value in this. But when I'm doing my work and I just see people have the luxury lifestyle that I desire, desire, it just pushes me to keep going no matter what my situation is. It gives me a little bit more confidence when I'm around these type of people. When you do this, it's super hard to feel sorry for yourself or to doubt yourself when you're around people that have already done it. And for me, that's a really big thing. I think when you're thinking of your luxury lifestyle that you desire in the future, or even your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, when you put yourself in that environment full of those type of people, then it just starts to do something to you. It honestly starts to change how you see things, because when you're putting yourself in this environment, it can be very intimidating. Subconsciously, you feel like you're not there. Again, it's about taking the steps to actually get there. It's about envisioning your life in the future, and it can be a challenge, but I highly recommend you guys doing this so that you can change your viewpoint on your lifestyle. It's not about what your family thinks or what your friends think. It's about the environment you view yourself in, what you choose to do, and where you choose to place yourself. Friends are so important in my other videos, because if you're around people who have a limited belief system, then you're gonna attract those same beliefs. But if you're around people who want to expand, who want to learn more, who are very open-minded, you're gonna be the exact same way. Another example of this could be also go on walks in neighborhoods and the environments where you see yourself. I really love this city. No matter what I do everything there. I work out there, I go out to eat, I do my activities there. Then why not put myself in that environment? Why wait until I feel like I'm ready to even be there? For example, if I'm doing a workout class like Pilates, I love this topic so much because people don't see the value in just finding a way. For example, with my workout classes, especially Pilates, I have never paid for a Pilates class. When I tell you I've taken over 20 Pilates classes and not once did I pay for one, yeah. And Pilates is a very expensive activity. Like, this is why I say it's so important to change your environment, change your mindset. You can't grow around people who have small town thinking. So even just changing the way I work out, I can go to a gym and walk on a treadmill, which is fine. Like I said, like I don't have time to always go out to the city, but it's like when I do, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk around over there. I'm gonna walk across the bridge. I'm going to walk and see the high rises and admire everything going around me. It's just a different environment. It's just a different vibe. And I'm telling you, on a bright sunny day, rather than walking on a treadmill, than walking outside and just putting yourself in that environment, I promise you, it just does something. It truly changes you. Another example is also using day passes to your favorite gyms or just favorite hotels or anything like that that offer like spa services. I think that's a great way as well, because it gets you to experience sort of a day in a life of what you desire. And I think a lot of people overlook this. Really ask yourself, like, what is the harm in me putting myself in that situation? You really can't be intimidated. And I feel like, again, a lot of this comes down to what you are worthy of, because if you're going to these places and you're feeling timid, you look timid, you're looking down at your phone, you feel like you don't know what to do, then people see that and then you notice that and then you start to feel uncomfortable. So it's really about embracing the opportunity. If you're desiring a sort of luxury based lifestyle, finally getting a taste of it, then why would you feel uncomfortable? The only thing that you're really translating to yourself is that you feel like you're not even truly worthy of that. So you need to change your attitude, your mindset, your environment, and determine what luxury means to you. And I feel like all the things I've talked about so far is not something where I'm asking you to spend $1 million to do. This is all very simple. The next thing I want to talk about as far as luxury is leveling up your space. So if you're going out to these places and you're experiencing these nice environments, super high-end, but you're coming back home to a space that doesn't feel like that, and I want you guys to level up your space, level up your environment. You can go out, you can seek all these places, but at the end of the day, when you have to come back home, it's such a reality shift that it kind of makes you feel a little bit discouraged, and does have the potential to do so. You come back home, it shouldn't be a drastic difference, and there's little ways that you can implement leveling up your space. That really comes down to what luxury means to you. For me, luxury is sort of having a very minimalistic lifestyle, but you still have nice things. It's about not having a space that's too cluttered, but having things around me that I just feel like serve me, that level up my space, that makes my environment look very nice. It doesn't need to be super cluttered. It's stuff that I use every day, paying attention to the colors I have, making sure they're all neutral, they match. And for me, as being a college student, obviously I'm living in a dorm type environment, so it's about embracing the space that I have and doing the best that I can. When I went to go decorate my dorm or whatever the case may be, just really paying attention to the decor and and making sure it matches the sort of lifestyle that I would want in the future. And again, this varies, this changes, because the decor that I have this year was not the same decor that I had last year. I know that when I move to my future house, I don't want colors that are hot pink, that are yellow, that are neon, that are super cluttered. That's not the vibe. I'm matching my vibe to what I deem as luxury in the future. This doesn't mean spending thousands of dollars or dropping a bag every single time you want to go decorate. No. A lot of these things in my room, almost every single thing, it's either from Amazon, Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. That is it. So it's really just about investing in your space. And honestly, for those of you who feel like, you know what, well, having a whole bunch of decor or even reinventing my space so much doesn't really serve me, that's why I highly recommend a minimalistic style. And if it's not your room that you really want to invest in, maybe it's your kitchen space. Maybe you love cooking. Invest in really nice pots and pans, really nice utensils, really nice just cooking sets that you can use on a day-to-day basis. It's just about leveling up your space and truly being intentional about the lifestyle that you want to live. Or maybe you don't like cooking, maybe you don't like spending time in your room that much, but you do love self-care. You love your shower routines, you love to go to Target and buy a whole bunch of products. That can mean making sure your bathroom is the most zen place in your entire house. That can mean having all your favorite products laid out, making sure that your bathroom decor is up to par, aesthetically pleasing. It's about taking the time, being intentional, and putting in the effort. I feel like luxury is about pouring into you, pouring into your space. As we spoke about our environment, I just want to emphasize how important it is to take care of your stuff and to just declutter your space. You have certain decor pieces, you have clothes, you have shoes. It is so important to really just take care of your stuff. You're not going to attract more if you don't value the things that you have already. Luxury, I feel like, is an all-around thing, and it's about being grateful for the stuff that you already attracted, the stuff that you already have, the stuff that you were already given the opportunity to obtain. When you organize, you get to analyze what you have, what you don't have, and being able to appreciate and find gratitude. You're able to utilize the things that you have instead of feeling like you don't have anything. That's why it's so important to really go through your clothes, to declutter your closet, to be able to appreciate the things that you can wear rather than always shopping for the next item that you eventually will never wear, and using things to its fullest potential. Or even just taking care of your makeup, decluttering your makeup bin. And if I'm being transparent, after a couple of weeks my makeup bin gets so unorganized. But when I think about buying more makeup products or having more makeup, I literally will say to myself, do you think Kim Kardashian's makeup bin looks like this? Then why is yours like that? Like, it looks horrible, it looks a mess. You need to take the time out to fix it, to clean it, to appreciating what you have. Or something as simple as making your bed. I feel like when you were younger, everyone kind of struggled with this. They didn't see the value in this at all. But making your bed is truly a step of leveling up your space. Don't just throw your things around or not have that level of appreciation. Like, you worked hard for this stuff. You should be taking care of the stuff that you do obtain. I'm in college right now. I still like to also utilize what I can for convenience, because for me, luxury means a level of convenience. It means making my life a lot easier, living out the softer, simple life. So for me, that means that if there's a problem, I am very quick to fix it, whether that be by myself. If it's maintenance within my home, within my space, I will immediately call maintenance to come help me fix it. It's about using your resources to help you live a softer, simple life. If you're prone to just your laundry piling up, you're not doing it weekly, then I really encourage you guys go to a laundromat where they can do that service for you. It's about finding convenience and helping you live out your best life. The next step that I have is also to give yourself life. I feel like for me, fresh flowers, fresh plants gives us life to breathe into my space. It allows for my environment to be a little bit more fresh, a little bit more lively, and I love that. For me, luxury truly means to be able to call something my own, and I feel like when I have a plant, I can most definitely do that. I usually get my plants, my flowers from Trader Joe's, and I am like so happy to water it, to take care of it, to make sure that it's getting the proper food, the water, the sunlight, the love that it needs and that it deserves. If I'm at home for a super long time, I'm worrying if it's getting the proper nutrients that it needs, but just being able to call something my own and have it breathe life into my space. For a lot of people, when buying flowers, they stick to roses. Roses are a common flower, and I truly believe it's just because of the popularity. It's just because that's what's most seen in the media. But for me, especially during the season when tulips are out. I prefer tulips over any flower. That is my favorite flower. But just adding tulips to my space rather than roses just adds a different type of feel. Another tip is actually upgrading your everyday items, and this is probably my favorite tip. You can do this so affordably as well. One thing about me is I'm so quick to buy a cute plate, a cute cup. I'm just really not into buying paper plates anymore. At one point I found myself using paper plates, paper cup, just because out of pure laziness. Like I would spend hours in the kitchen making my favorite meal, investing my time into finding the right ingredients, to finding the recipe, to only place it on a paper plate because I'm lazy. It's different if you have to resort to that because that is what serves you right now, but I was genuinely doing it out of pure laziness. And laziness is not something that I find luxury, so it's like, why am I even practicing this trait? I took the time to go on Pinterest to kind of find some cute ideas, some cute plates, some cute cups that I would like, and then I went to Walmart and I actually got a couple. They're very simple, they're very minimalistic, but I absolutely love them. I try to make sure everything I buy down to my fork is aesthetically pleasing. I like to romanticize my space, romanticize my life, make sure that everything is super cute, super girly, super fun, super me. I like making sure all of the colors match. I don't want a gray cup in a pink cup or a green cup in a blue cup. Like I want everything to be cohesive. I pay attention to color, I pay attention to detail, and it's all about really just upgrading the small items in your life. If you're going out to restaurants and you're having a cute cup, a cute drink, or whatever the case may be, you really like it because they pay attention to the aesthetics. Why not do that at home? You guys, it's so simple. You can go to TJ Maxx, you can go to Marshall's, and they have cutest sets of cups for under $7. In my Dream Girl Diaries video, I highly recommend you guys watch that video because I do a lot of the things that I talk about within that video. But one of the things I did at night was actually making a mocktail, and I actually told someone about this because that is one of my hobbies right now, and their thing was like, okay, well, you kind of like making juice. Like, I'm confused, but it's not about that. That's what I'm saying. It's like a mindset shift. It's about finding the beauty in everything. When you, like I said, when you go to these restaurants, you're having the cute drinks, you're having the mocktails with the sugar around the rim, they have the cute flower in the drinks, and everything is just aesthetically pleasing. Why not do that for yourself at home? And quite frankly, that is something I now look forward to having. I had a cute cup and the juice was kind of like an ombre effect of like strawberry syrup, then it was like mango juice, sugar around the rim, and then I added a cute strawberry. Like, listen, I lived for that. But these are the type of things that I feel like really go overlooked, and it's kind of like, oh, I don't feel like doing that, I don't feel like doing this. Okay, well, like, do it though. If you want a certain type of luxury, you don't need to always go out and try to seek those things. You can do that at home. Or like I said, when it even comes down to cooking, are you just throwing your food on a plate, or are you actually researching how to make your plate aesthetically pleasing? First started cooking in 2021. When I started actually learning, I would literally look up fine dining plating and then try to do that at home. I kid you not. You gotta find the beauty in the little things and just start to romanticize your life overall. Another example I have is actually pajamas or loungewear. Loungewear, for example. Now, I am a college student, and if I'm being transparent with myself, and you may not agree, I'm not gonna walk around class every day, around campus, in heels and some jeans. I'm just not gonna do it. And again, that may not be luxury for you. Luxury for you may be adding on to your outfits and maybe taking that extra step. I'm not here to judge anyone, but I will do is invest in lounge sets. I will invest in something like a cute workout set, invest in something that matches my outfit choice that I love, where I'm paying attention to color, paying attention to detail, and all of the above. And for some people, this may be a waste of time, but I say the better you look, the better you feel. And I have a cute outfit and I know I have something prepared for the day. It makes me 10 times more excited to be able to go to class, to get up and go do something for the day. But if I have nothing to look forward to, I'm throwing on baggy sweatpants, an old stained t-shirt, then that doesn't make me feel really motivated to go to class. Same thing with my pajamas. If you're really into your skincare, you're really into your beauty maintenance, you love your shower routines, why would you go and throw on a dirty stained t-shirt right after you just spent hours taking care of yourself? That doesn't really add up. So I highly recommend you guys just investing in nice silk pajamas, not even silk, but even something that you just find to be a cute pajama set. And I feel like pajamas are not really necessities, if that makes sense. Like, you may prioritize buying cute clothes over pajamas, but I highly recommend that you guys just take, even every time if you go shopping, just take some of the money that you would spend towards a cute shirt to spend on some pajamas. Like, I highly recommend this. It makes me feel more girly, more feminine, and it really just adds to me feeling more luxurious. You want to start implementing these daily habits, these daily tasks in your life so that you can embody it and you can assure that you can achieve the type of luxury that you would like at the end of the day. I think this also ties into your outfit choice as well. As I previously talked about, I think luxury is personalizing your style to your own, and the thing is, you don't need to, like I said, drop a whole bunch of money or spend a whole bunch of money for you to be able to afford the type of outfits that you want, because not everything luxury means designer. The same places that kids my age shop at, which is like Pretty Little Thing, Misguided, Boohoo, maybe Zara, Forever 21, whatever the case might be, I still shop at those places, but I make sure what I'm buying is curated to my liking. So if I like neutral colors, if I'm shopping online, what I'll do is I'll filter out on the settings of the app only neutral color based outfits. Everything that I have in my closet is very basic clothing. Like everything's neutral tone, everything is basic items, and those are things that I find to be luxury. I find value in being able to pair different pieces with different outfits. I don't like shirts that have a big donut on it or SpongeBob in the middle. Like I'm not filtering it out, not following trends, but really sticking to what you like. For me, I sort of like a classy, more chic, feminine style rather than the trendy outfits, which is more so girly, tomboy, sporty, streetwear. Like I'm not into that. So I feel like I gave you guys a whole bunch of like categories with tips following it, but I also want to mention a whole bunch of other things that I find to be luxurious and that I find to romanticize my life in the most affordable way possible. So one of the tips I have for you guys is actually listening to classical jazz music. Like I love to do this. When I'm going to sleep, I have to play jazz music, and when I wake up, I'm playing the same jazz music, classical music, whatever the case may be. One of my favorite restaurants has like a live jazz band. I absolutely love it, but it's just incorporating the nicer, finer things in life. And the reason why I do so is because I kid you not, one day for my birthday when I'm like 40, I want a live jazz band for my night routine or in the morning when I'm just waking up. I think that's like the cutest thing ever. Another thing, like I said, was cooking. I'm so big on cooking, but just romanticizing my meals, romanticizing my drinks, making sure they're cute, they're aesthetically pleasing. I'm very big on restaurants. I love to go to restaurants for that reason. So if I can do that at home, I definitely will. Not saying I still don't go out to those restaurants, because I will, but just making sure I can do that at home. For me in 2024, a big goal of mine is honestly to be living out a luxurious lifestyle and kind of making sure I'm being intentional with my surroundings and my environment. As a college student, it is very, very hard to kind of keep focused on the things that I do want, because there's parties. If I know that's not the person that I truly want to be, those are not the parties that I truly desire to be that, it's like, why put yourself in those situations? Because I feel like at that point you're only backtracking. It's about sticking to what's true to you. It's about standing on business. It's about being true to what you believe, what you deserve. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I truly hope you guys found value, because I think for me, I think this is a really good topic, and I feel like this is probably one of my most important ones. So I hope you guys can find some sort of value and take away something from this video to add to your own personal life. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what luxury means to you, because I'm more than happy to hear some of your thoughts, and also to maybe add on some of the things that you guys like to do. I love to just level up. I love to take care of myself. I love to romanticize my life, and if there's something that I can add to that, I definitely will. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.